We're in the thick of travel season. There's been a whole lot of issues, so I know you've got questions for this wonderful woman right here. We've got travel advisor Ginny with Cruise Planners. During the break, you told me something so optimistic and hopeful, that these airline problems will not last forever. When are we expecting them to end?
We are really expecting to start slow or getting a little bit better by fall. Really by the holidays, we are hoping that they are going to be gone.
And what are they doing to make them better?
So one of the things that they're doing is, of course, they have more pilots in training, and they are bringing everybody on board. And again, too, the countries that people are traveling to are really, I guess they're getting their act together to say, bringing people on, streamlining some of their flights, and like I said, not getting as many flights. So what you may find is, whereas, for example, maybe we had 6 flights a day to Charlotte or to somewhere, now you may only have 3. So there are fewer flights, but again, that's giving the crews more time to be on the right places. And then weather right now is killing us. Obviously today's storm, I'm sure that had a big effect on a lot of flights.
So right now, a lot of people maybe don't want to fly because of these issues going on with the airlines, but the cost is keeping a lot of people out of it too. It seems like tickets are just so much more expensive than they used to be.
They are, but I think what people have to realize is that planes obviously use fuel. I mean, look at the price of fuel these days, even for our cars. I kind of joke and I tell people when they say, well, 10 years ago it was this. I'm like, you're right, but how much was your bread 10 years ago? How much was your gas? So part of it is just, the cost of overall doing it. People tend to believe that they are increasing pricing to make up for lost revenue. And that is not the case. These airlines, the cruise lines, the resorts, everything, they are doing everything they can to simply survive at this point. And they want you to come.
Okay, with prices so high, how do we get the best deal? Are there good deals?
Well, the biggest key is book in advance. People who think that there is a last minute deal they're wrong. There is no such thing as a last minute deal right now. You need to be thinking, if you have not already booked fall travel, even next year's travel, start doing it
Next
now.
year's?
Oh, absolutely. I'm actually booking 2024 right now for some clients. So
Wow.
think ahead.
I guess it gives you something to look forward to.
That's right, exactly. So I would say book in advance. And again, always try to think of staying over a Saturday night. Don't think, oh, I'll fly on a Saturday, fly in on maybe a Tuesday and leave Saturday morning. Make that Saturday stay.
What days are the cheapest to fly?
Cheapest days to fly are always going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Okay. Someone wants to know, what are the most popular places right now, and should we go to the popular places or avoid them?
So actually some of the most absolute popular places are Europe. Greece and Italy are hot. Stay away. That is my recommendation.
That's where I was hoping to go next.
Well, let's go next year. But right now, they're having airline strikes. They're having airline issues. And the hotels are simply oversold. And part of that comes in when you're looking at online travel places, Expedia's, Travelocities. They're just selling, not actually verifying inventory. So again, you need to work with a travel advisor. Those are wonderful places to go and some of my favorites, but just not right now. The Caribbean is actually doing amazing. Part of that is the Caribbean has been open for so much longer to go. So that's kind of my little tips right now for where and when.
So you were just talking about the third-party sites. Someone wants to know, is it better to book directly with the airline like Delta.com?
Versus online? Absolutely. I would also suggest booking with a travel advisor. Again, what people don't realize is most travel advisors do not charge a fee, and we have your back. We're going to be able to look at those great itineraries, making sure your connections aren't too tight and things like that. Reach out to a travel advisor. Most of the time, they can get you a better deal, and you've got their advice and their support for no fee.
So speaking of travel advisors not charging a fee, a lot of people want to know, how do you make your money then?
how do we make our money? So we are actually paid. Now, airlines do not pay a commission, but resorts, hotels, cruises, things like that make a commission. People tend to think, well, oh my gosh, so I'm going to be paying more. It's almost the exact opposite. Whether you buy it online, whether you buy it direct, the commission is built in there. You are paying it. So why not use a professional, and they are your advocate?
Another reason I've heard that people might not use a travel advisor is that they don't have all the money up front. Like they kind of want to piecemeal it out, like do their flight at one point and the hotel later on. Is that a barrier?
Absolutely not. So most of the time, we're going to try to package it, because when you buy your hotel at one point, you buy your air at a different point, you're actually spending more when doing it that way. We're going to package it. On average right now, I can package a full trip for more than a year in advance for $200, and you don't pay any more until about 60 days before you depart.
Wow. That's definitely something to think about. We have
Yeah.
another segment coming up, so I know you have more questions. Text them to us.